A very good morning to my dear students. Now let's begin with the today's class. Commerce can be classified into two broad categories. First is trade and second is aids to trade. Now first is trade. Trade is an essential part of the commerce. What is the meaning of trade? It refers to buying and selling of goods which involves the exchange of commodities for money or money's worth. It has two parts. The trade segment of commerce brings together the manufacturer and the consumer. Traders act as a link between the manufacturer and the consumer. In the absence of traders, the manufacturer will have to search for the customers and the customers will have to search for the manufacturers. So it can be classified into two parts, internal trade or you can say home trade. Second is external trade or foreign trade. So what is internal trade or home trade? Internal trade, it is also known as domestic trade. It refers to buying and selling of goods within the country and both the buyer and seller should belong the same nation. For example, trade done between the traders of Delhi and Kanpur is internal trade. Again, internal trade is of two types, wholesale trade and retail trade. What is wholesale trade? It refers to buying and selling of goods in large quantities. A wholesaler buys goods directly from the producers and sells them to the retailers. Generally, a wholesaler buys goods on cash from the producers and sells on credit to retailers. Therefore, a large amount of capital is required in wholesale trade. Second is retail trade. It refers to the buying and selling of goods in small quantities. A retailer buys goods from the wholesalers and sells them to the customers. Retailers act as a link between the wholesalers and the consumers. The retailer has to maintain a variety of goods. Now second part is external trade or foreign trade. Again it has three types, export, import and intraport. So what is the meaning of external trade or foreign trade? It is also known as international trade. It involves the buying and selling of goods and services in between the persons belonging to two or more countries. For example, trade done between the trader of India and Canada. In external trade, market is very wide. So I told you that external trade has three types. First is export. What is the meaning of export? It refers to sale of goods to the foreign countries. For example, India export tea to United Kingdom. Second is import. It refers to purchase of goods from foreign countries. For example, India buys petrol from Iran. Third is intraport. It refers to importing goods from one country for the purpose of exporting them to some other countries. For example, an Indian company may import goods from England and export it to a company in China or you can say Nepal. So this is the first part, trade, and we have read that commerce has two parts, trade and auxiliaries to trade. So now we will discuss the second part, aids to trade. What is the meaning of aids to trade? The activities which assist trade are called aids to trade. These activities make buying and selling of goods more easy. These activities are also known as services and together constitute service sector or tertiary sector of commerce. These helps in removing various hindrances of trade which we have discussed in our previous class. So, aids to trade includes transport, banking, insurance, warehousing, advertising, etc. These service enterprises facilitates movements, finance, risk coverage, storage and sales promotion of goods. There are various types of aids to trade. First is transport and communication. Transport refers to the movement of goods from one place to another. Usually, production takes place in certain locations and consumed all over the country. For example, tea is produced in Assam and Darjeeling but is consumed in all parts of the country. This is made possible because of transport. Along with transport, communication is also very essential, which helps the producers, traders and consumers in exchange of information. Postal service, telephones, and other means of communication may be regarded as auxiliaries to business activities. Second is banking and finance. All business concerns need funds for acquiring assets, raw materials, and meeting day-to-day expenses. Finance is the foundation of all business provided by the banks. Banks and financial institutions provide credit facilities, loans, etc. for smooth flow of business activities. Now, how bank helps the business? Bank accept deposit from the public and provide credit facility for the business. They lend money, discounting of bill, collection of checks, remittance facilities, and various other services to the business community. Third is insurance. Businessmen have to bear various types of insurance. Insurance provides protection against the risk of loss due to accident, fire, earthquake, theft, damage of goods in the stock and transit. On payment of a nominal amount called premium, the amount of loss or damage is compensated by the insurance company. The insurance company provides protection to employees also against the risk of accident while working. Fourth is warehousing. We have discussed in the previous class also that usually there is a time gap between the production and the consumption of goods. Goods are not consumed immediately when these are produced. For example, wheat, rice are produced in a particular season only, but these are consumed throughout the year. So these are to be stored. Warehousing helps the businessman to overcome the problem of storage. And warehouses are constructed keeping in mind the nature of goods. It also creates time utility. Last is advertising. Practically, it is not possible for a manufacturer and trader to contact each and every customer. Advertising helps to overcome this problem. It helps to reach millions of customers for promoting sales and giving information about the product. Thus, advertising makes possible marketing of goods and services on a large scale. So, these are the 5 aids to trade. Commerce has 2 parts. First is trade and second is aids to trade. I hope you all have understood. Again, an assignment is waiting for you, which is based on today's topic. Do it as directed. Thank you.